Hey guys, this is the Hello Kitty baby shower card that I made for a friend of mine. Her name is Missy. She had this beautiful miracle baby, and I had the pleasure of making the invites for her. So this is the tutorial for it. Here is the Hello Kitty fabric that I bought, and I'm probably going to give it to her because I don't, or some of it, because I have way too much left over. This is my onesie die. It's a extra large big die, and I cut out the cardstock, cut out this polka dotted pink one um, that I'm going to sit right down there, and I cut the fabric out. And on this one, I had already stitched on one of the little snaps. These come in a pack. I think sometimes it's 12 and some smaller packs and stuff that I found it at Hobby Lobby, so I grabbed that. But I hand stitched that one, and the other one I just glued it because I didn't know if I didn't make up my mind till later that it wasn't going to be an interactive card where the snap was not going to work. I didn't want anything to tear, so. I bought some ATG tape and got the wrong tape, so I had to cut and glue down and then peel them all off. And it's funny because I made about 23 of these cards, and I ran out of my ATG tape from my gun, and I ran out of ink, distress ink. Anywho, so I did all the tape on the card, and then I added glossy accents to the neck and the arms and stuff, because I glued down things in sections. So I'm just going to lay it down on there and then press it down so that it stays. And the glossy accents, mainly why I used it around the entire edges of the card is so that it doesn't, or when it doesn't come up and it doesn't fray. So there's that. And I made sure that there was a little bit more extra glue by the little snap. So I had these nestability dies, and when I knew that I was going to make the invitations, I knew I wanted to use it because it looked just like a little bib, and it would just come out so perfect. So I cut out these squares, I cut them out of felt. So I just cut out these squares and cut these out one by one in that size. I think it was the third from the largest. See, can you see it there, the bib? So I made this template out of this interfacing, and I kind of drew it onto the felt and then just cut it out. But it fit perfectly, you guys. It was like the perfect size. I was amazed. I loved it too. Oh my gosh, this was like so much fun. It was just draining because there was so many to make. And I had literally a week to do it. But she liked it, so I was happy with that. So this is just hot glue, and it held the felt on there really well. No problem with the hot glue and the felt. And then I just ran some on the under part, on the inside of the little holes there, and it held on fine. Excuse me. So what I did is I cut out these pink and white polka dot because it matched perfectly with the pajamas that Hello Kitty has on the fabric. Since it's going on the inside, I didn't want anything to get in the way of the folds and stuff. So I cut off the bottom part here and the tops of the shoulders. So the tattered rose, this is funny because this is what I ran out of. I barely had enough to finish the 23 cards that I made. I was kind of going too for sort of a shabby look with the card. I mean, Misty was happy with it, so I was happy knowing that she was excited about it. So I didn't know whether I should maybe use some white paint on the edges, and I could have done that too, and it still would come out, I think, nice. But I used the ink to kind of frame around it. And you can see that as I'm applying it, it's pulling off the little strings from the fabric. And that's perfectly fine because it kind of helps me clean up the edges, whatever's loose. So all the little frame parts, I just took my scissors and clipped them all off. No big deal. They came out fine. So there's the card. And and I'm just gonna use. I'll probably make some use an ATG gun for this too, but I used my liquid glue, the quick dry adhesive with the Scotch brand, and I mean it dried up kind of fast, and I don't know. I just think that maybe the tape would have done better. So I found this beautiful polka dotted white satin ribbon, and I got it because of the polka dots. Um, there's those little holes on the bib, and then her little bow and the pajamas are polka dotted, so it went perfect. So I do burn the edges of my satin ribbon and organza ribbon because it'll fray. So I did take a lighter to it. So what I did is I just created a belt-like design on the front, and I took it around the entire back too of the invitation. And oh, here I am, I'm burning it. Excuse me. Jeez. I've never made anything like this before, and it was really a pleasure, and it was so much fun to do. I'm glad she let me do it. So here's the, oh, I burned myself. So as always, I'm just tacking it down section, like a little piece section at a time. And there's the edge. And it holds on fine with the hot glue. I carried it around the back too. And then was just aligning it, make sure that I had that it was even. And you know what, you guys? Thanks so much for all the information that you guys sent me on the little finger savers from hot glue, getting burned with the hot glue. The Prima flowers that I did burn my thumbs pretty bad. And I got my kit. I got the kit, so I'll probably show that. I'll share that like a little haul and show you what it looks like and stuff. I'll open the package with you. But thanks, you guys, for being so concerned. You guys are sweet. Thinking of my thumbs. So here's some of that cute floral edge. Not eyelet. Just it's a floral edge, little tiny trim. I sell this on my blog too, and it gives such a sweet little. Um, I like the lace. It just gives it a nice look, and it's so tiny, and the little flowers on it. It's just so super cute. I found this pale pink pearls at Hobby Lobby, and I kind of wish they were a little bit smaller, but they worked fine still for the invitation. So what I did is I just bordered it along the floral trim there on the sleeves and on the belt line. See how it's coming together? Isn't that cute? I mean, I'm not like tooting my own horn or nothing. I'm just saying Hello Kitty and a onesie and pink and white and flowers and pearls. It's just so super cute. I mean, putting those things together is so much fun, and oh, I really had a lot of fun making it. I was tired at the end, but I'm so glad that I was able to get them out for her and mailed and stuff, and everybody got their card in the mail just in time. Um, it was a little difficult getting it to be mailed, but I got it. So I had these like already made little ribbon roses, and I decided to um, just put two of them down, and one of them I painted with that glimmer mist. I think it's Cosmos. So I painted the pink on there, mainly because there was a darker pink around the fabric print. I think the heart was a little darker. Um, the pink of her pajamas is a little bit darker than the actual pink on the fabric. On the little block too, there's a pink side. I mean, the flower that I painted, the glimmer mist on the pink was a little bit darker than those pinks, but it still looked fine. It gave it a nice little pop of color, and it went well. In my eyes, anywho. So I have, on some of them, I switched the little flowers around. There was like, the pink was on one side and the white one was on the other, and on some other ones I switched them around. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Just to be a little bit different, I guess. I don't know. Who knows why I do what I do. Those are kind of difficult to put on because when I cut the stems off, it would get really loose underneath it, like the ribbon wanted to come apart. but they did okay. This is funny. This part here, the little snaps on the other ends of the snaps. See that I dropped it and it fell. Guess where it fell? Yeah, in the trash can that was full of other trash. So I'm like, darn it, I was upset because I'm like, man, I have to get another one. So I'm searching and searching. I could not find it at all. So I had to grab another one. So the glue's still sitting there, and so yeah, I'm getting ready to put it on, and I dropped it again. Can you believe that? That's terrible. Anyways, third time's the charm. So one of my favorite parts of this project was tying a bow. So I'm going to show you how I made this pretty bow. Ooh, there's a helicopter outside. So this beautiful satin polka dotted white ribbon is just really, it was really nice to work with because it was nice and soft, very flexible, and yeah. So what I did is I just used my pointer finger, my index finger for the ears. And you need you need good like hand control of the tails and stuff as you're wrapping it around. And it's easy during this process to manipulate the bow because there's some fabric ribbons that have like a back side to it, so that you can make sure that all the front sides or the top right sides are showing how they're supposed, so that they're all showing facing up. This is an easy way to manipulate that and to make sure that the back side stays on the back. So yeah, you guys play with it. If you're not sure how to make a bow or you have trouble making a bow, this is exactly how I do it. Thank God that this particular ribbon is double-sided, so ouch, I didn't have a problem making it or having to make sure that the back side stayed on the back instead of it popping up on the front. You can twist things around pretty easily. So I just kind of, you pull the tails and then you stretch out the ears, and there it goes. So it worked out great. I was able to make them fairly quickly using the technique that I used. I just put the end and then glue it down to the back side of the card, and done. First I'm going to put on these little accents of bling. This is some soft pink bling. And again, they're just for accents, is all. I'm going to use the medium sized one because there's 3 sizes on these. So one on each side of the medium sized bling. And yeah, I'm using hot glue. I don't trust the regular adhesive that's already on it for fabric or ribbons. If it's paper, yeah, but if it's fabric or ribbon, I won't. I don't trust it. I feel like it's gonna fall off. It's not gonna hang on. It's just me. Maybe I'm paranoid. I don't know. But anyways, I used hot glue. Yes, I did. So here's the hot glue, and I put on the bow first, and then thinking that I didn't want it to get ripped up or anything, I tacked down the tails and the ears to the bow. And that way it just, I would make sure that it's pretty much anchored down and I wouldn't have to worry about it, possibly coming up or popping off or anything. So, just in there. Pressing it down. And here is, I think it's Little Daisies or something like that, Martha Stewart punch. So I had one 8 by 11 sheet of this paper, of the polka dotted paper, and I had just enough for the 20 something, because I think I cut about, they're all in 1 inch strips or 1 1/4 or something like that. So I just had enough for all of the envelopes that I used for the invitation. So that saved me. I was like, whew, I only had the one page left. So I'm going to put it on the side there. I also made name tags and address tags because some of them had to be mailed. So I ran them through my Xyron, and which is a sticker maker. If you guys don't know what it is, any newbies out there that don't know what a Xyron sticker maker is, there's some that are for 1 inch pieces, some are 1.5 inch pieces, some for I think 3 and 5 and 10. I'm not sure if there's a 10, but there's different sizes. And what it is, it helps you apply some adhesive on the back side of the paper where you want, so you can stick it down wherever. So it's sandwiched between the plastic and the white paper here, and the adhesive is on the white paper. So you just peel it apart. You have to press it down, is what the instructions say. Press it down, make sure it's on there really good, and then peel it off like a sticker. And it really it would be time consuming if I had to, like, cut and stick down tape like I did with the actual fabric for the invitation. So this just worked really well. Yep, stayed. So I used vellum to print the baby shower information in, and yeah, that's it. So thank you so very much for watching and for your patience, because it took me a bit to get this video out. Yeah, there were a few of you that were looking for the tutorial. So let me know if you have any questions, and pictures are over on my blog. The link is below the video here. So thanks, you guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. See ya.